Good chance that by now you've probably heard our current situation and the response to the coronavirus referred to as a trial run of socialism. Now, some of you might think that sounds extreme, and due to the individual rights protected by our Constitution, you're not only allowed to think that, but you're even allowed to disagree with it out loud. However, the further into this situation we get, the more I'm seeing the undeniable similarities, and here's why. Generally, when our current party of democratic socialists talk about their plans for our country, they refer to things they want in universal terms. Universal healthcare, universal education, universal income. Okay, maybe they haven't entirely articulated that last one, but it's pretty much what redistribution of wealth is. At first, when I thought of the term universal when used in this context, I automatically thought of entire systems that just encompass everyone. The same healthcare services, education, and money coming in for everyone, as in no one gets left out. Yet the more I've looked into the ins and outs of this ideology, I've come to understand that universal doesn't just mean all-encompassing. It also means uniformity, a one-size-fits-all approach. The same level of healthcare for everyone, the same basic list of educational options to choose from for everyone, and the same amount of income for everyone. And that is pretty much the approach that has been taken to the suppression and mitigation of this virus. One size fits all. Granted, on a state-by-state basis, things have varied. Some governors have stayed relatively conservative on their approach, while others have all but become authoritarian. Governor Whitmer. But on a state level, while some officials have decided to enact higher social distancing and sanitation protocols and trust their communities, others have decided that the best way to handle this situation is to apply the same rules to everyone across the board, impose the same restrictions, expect us all to make the same sacrifices, live on the same income, and survive by the same standards. What this has also done is highlight which state officials truly have a socialist way of thinking. While these officials are sitting in their offices thinking of new standardized regulations to impose on everyone, those of us in the real world are scratching our heads. We don't all have the same jobs, the same size household, the same priorities, the same risks, or the same concerns. There are businesses with less than 5 workers and employers with office spaces where their staff are primarily separated by walls. There are shops that rarely experience mass traffic by customers all at once, and entire industries based on contact with only one client at a time. There are large business owners, and then there are seasonal or independent contractors. The list of varying circumstances goes on and on. The point is, there is no possible way that someone sitting in the state capitol building knows your business, your job, your coworkers, or your employees in the way that you do. Just like in the universal systems that so many socialist enthusiasts have been pushing, they have no idea what kind of healthcare you need, where you would excel in education, and how much income you need or want to bring in to support yourself and your way of life. Yet in regard to both how our country should be run and what the response to the coronavirus should be, there are those that appear to lean toward total government control and collective management. However, I would bet that almost every single person that hasn't been given the go-ahead to get back to work or reopen their doors yet is sitting there thinking about all the ways they would be able to keep the environments that they know inside and out, and the people around them that they know personally, safe and healthy. So while your office holders are sitting there only thinking about all the possible ways coronavirus might spread if they don't keep you out, while your bank account is draining and your business is crumbling, you've already thought of about 1,000 feasible ways to do your part in mitigating the spread of COVID-19 that are catered to the specifics of how your workplace runs. How do I know this? Because historically, people don't need government to regulate them into caring or making good decisions. Quite the contrary. People tend to make decisions for the good of others when they are given more liberty to do so. Are we perfect? Of course not. But neither is government, and historically speaking, the more power given to elected leaders to handle details of our lives that require a personal knowledge of to address in an efficient and beneficial way, the bigger the problem becomes. There's a reason that those of us that lean towards smaller government believe that more interference from office holders creates more problems than it solves, because that's what happens. This isn't a one-size-fits-all situation, not by a long shot. They have no idea what the inside of your business looks like or how it operates. They have no idea what the layout and daily function of your company or workplace consists of, and no clue what additional sanitation practices make sense for you. And this might vary from another organization. They only know how to either open up or board up the front door. This is why the power to run your business and decide how to keep others safe at the same time should be in your hands. It's people that know how to make it work, and the personal connection to the community that help our businesses thrive is the incentive we look to do our part in keeping others safe and healthy. Thank you for watching. Please go to my website, samanthaforcoloradovalues.com, to support my campaign with a donation or to volunteer. Have a good day.